And now the question that begs is who exactly is behind these abductions? Now, the National Police Service is accusing the members of the public of spreading false and malicious information on the ongoing abductions in the country. Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja has denied that the police are behind the abductions, as well as knowledge on the whereabouts of the abducted youth. Brenda Wanga reports.
Policy document in which the
Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja has, for the second time in 1 week, distanced his men and women in blue from the continued spate of abductions. In a statement, Kanja declares that the police do not abduct but arrest criminal offenders. Kanja also states that none of the people reported as having been abducted are in police custody at any police station across Kenya.
So there is a difference between abduction and arrest, formal arrest by a police officer. You see, it's part of the duty of a police officer to arrest an offender, but not to abduct an offender. So those who abduct, they commit crimes. And those crimes are ordinarily presented before a court of law for a judge to decide on that.
The IG also cautioning the public against what it termed as a spreading of false, fabricated, malicious, distasteful, misinformed and unverified information that tarnishes the image and reputation of the police service. Despite the police service's protestations, those who have been through the abductions are convinced that those who took them were under the command of the service. The Longton brothers say the abductors bore all the hallmarks of security agents.
So sisi tumekuwa abducted na maafisa wa serikali na DCI from Nairobi. Hiyo Subaru na hiyo Masaire na nini wana mabunduki, G3 na mapistol na mapingu. Mwalifu aweza akakuwa na vifaa kama hizi zote. Na mpaka wameweza kutrack mtu mpaka Kitengela. So mtu wa kawaida hawezi kuwa na ile capability ya kuweza kutrack mtu.
Indeed, the police and other security agents have been blamed for the abductions that started at the peak of the anti-government protests in June and continue to target those highly critical of the government now online. Opposition leader Martha Karua, weighing in on the debate, however, says the IG may not be far off the mark with his statements.
And we know that the abduction squad is made up of Kenyans and foreigners, a select Kenyans, and it's outside of the police force. You remember Kanja being asked by Parliament and saying that it is not the police. To some extent, he may have been somewhat truthful, and he may have revealed without knowing, confirming what we said in a press statement, that the abduction squad has select people, mostly from Ruto's ethnic group, a few others, and they're both from military and police, foreigners from Uganda, from Burundi, and God knows what other countries. And their command is outside of the police force. So it's only William Ruto who can tell us, because the buck stops with him. Who are these operating without the police knowing? No wonder they don't introduce themselves when they go to abduct people.
Whether or not the police are involved in the abductions remain a touchy point, but what is clear is that according to the police organizational structure, the IG, who sits at the helm of the leadership and command, ought to have control over the activities of his men and women in the service. The IG oversees the operations of the administration police, with that command trickling down to the deputy IG in charge of the AP, the regional commanders, the county commanders, and sub-county commanders. Under the Kenya Police Service, the command trickles downwards through the deputy IG, the regional, county, sub-county, police station, police posts, and patrol-based commanders. The IG also oversees the Directorate of Criminal Investigations through the Director DCI and all the way down to the sub-county criminal investigation officers.
The police, I have sat down with the command of the police from the IG downwards, and we have agreed that they will operate within the law.
The police say the abductions are under investigation by IPOA and other independent bodies with the aim of unveiling those behind them. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.